Being beaten, provoked, and harassed by your fellow classmates, embarrassed in front of everybody, can lead to any man's downfall. And that's exactly what happened to Timothy Simpkins. And I'm going to tell y'all a story time of how I can relate to this situation over in the next scene.
Love's got beats. Kasky on the beat.
You're now tuned into the Up Next Lifestyle. I'm your host, Up Next, and on this channel I aim to encourage the everyday average man while giving him a dose of the red pill. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and smash the notification bell. Don't forget to like the video, comment down below, let me know what you think. Follow my social media, all my links are down below. Alright guys, this is my story time of how I was bullied by gang members when I was in the 8th grade. You see, the only reason why I didn't respond in the way that he did, by God I wanted to, not only this time but a few more times after that, was because my family was already going through something. And I didn't want to put my mama through more stress. That's the only reason why I didn't do it. Same thing he did. You can push a man to the edge to the point to where he can no longer take it. See, let me tell y'all what happened to me in the 8th grade. It was one day, I'm gonna give y'all the backstory. One day, I had a friend. We were both short. We both looked like we were 3rd graders in the 8th grade. But we would get into it a lot. One day, the first time I fought him, he said something about my sister. He said my sister swallowed. Mind you, at the time I was in the 7th grade, and my sister was in elementary school. So we got to fighting, and I beat him up. This time in the 8th grade, he said something similar to that again while in front of the class and in front of the classmates. So I was like, I'm gonna get you after school. I'm gonna beat you after school. So after school come, I was looking for him. I was walking with this girl. She was a tomboy. I was walking with her. A few other people was following us or whatever, trying to find him or whatever. So I just said, forget it. And I just started walking home. And out of nowhere, somebody called my name. Hubert. Somebody just called my name. I turned around like, what? It was this dude. It was this guy. And a couple other people. They were gang members. They were vice lords. Quote unquote. So he was like, you trying to fight my cousin? Mind you, he's in the same grade we are too. But he's like 17 or 16, 17 in the 8th grade. Yes, the boy was stupid. So I was like, yeah. I was trying to fight him. He said something about my sister. So before I could think, boom, he hit me so hard, y'all. I could do nothing but cry. Like, mind you, I'm in 8th grade. I'm little. I couldn't take him. Like, he hit me so hard, y'all. I was so mad. I was crying. So, this is what happens next. What happens next? The following day, he fired on me in front of people walking home, driving by. He was with his gang members. I was with some people younger than me. It was like, oh my God. So, now this is actually the same day. The girl I was walking with, she actually told her brothers and my friend, they was my friends. And they came out to my door, told me to come outside. You know, we outside, and the guys actually walked through the neighborhood. And I was like, didn't they just? No, we finna go jump them. There was like no questions asked, we about to go jump. It was like, nah, Hugo, we about to go jump these folks. They hit you, they did whatever, we about to go jump. We don't care, we ain't trying to hear none of that. And I was like, nah, let it go. They still went down there and talked to him, but it was like, I heard you hit him, heard you. Nah, and they were scared or whatever. Okay, so fast forward, y'all. Fast forward to the next day. I was trying to try for the basketball team, but I couldn't because I couldn't call my mama to tell her that I was gonna do it. So I ended up walking home by myself. And one of the neighborhood bullies, which was the guy that fired on me, they was friends. He was like, hey, Hubert. He came up, mind you. He was always trying to bully people. He even tried me, but today I wasn't going. He was like, I heard you got fired on. And I was like, where you hear that from? I heard you got fired on, bro. And he said, I heard you got fired on like this. He hit me. And I just went crazy. And I just started wailing on him. Like, that's one thing about me. The difference between me and that guy that got Timothy Simpkins, I would actually fight back. And I actually could fight. As I could fight. So I'm fighting him, whatever. And I'm beating him. I'm getting the best of him. His sister came around the corner, seen us fight, trying to break it up. He was bleeding. I ain't like he was a big dude. So when I was hitting him each lick, even though he was slow, I was avoiding him. But when he did hit me, I was like blacked out. But I was fighting for my life, y'all. Like for real. Cause these guys, like I said, they were bullies. So I didn't go to school the following day because I wasn't going to school the following day anyway because my mama had to take my sister to the doctor, so I had to stay home or whatever because I was going to go with him. So, the following day after that, this girl was like, I heard you got beat up. I was like, by who? By the guy. By Big Tim. That was like Timothy. Like, I heard you got beat up. I was like, nah, I could have sworn I beat up. I was like, no, I won that fight. I was beating the brakes off the guy. Even though I was trailing back, fighting for my life, I was beating the brakes off him. But, so he didn't take that lightly. He didn't take that lightly because I said I beat him and I won the fight. And I said he could barely get a lick on me. Because he was big, but he was slow. So I'm just steady. I'm really dancing around him. So school ends. Mind you, my friends, they were athletes. They went on being gang members, but there's a whole nother story. But they were athletes, so I was by myself walking home. My little sister she was already at home. So man, like I'm walking and like a huge group of people was like following me. When I turned around, I was like, oh my God, it was him. And like, it had to be half the school. Like, it was so many people. So, man, he was like, I heard you say that you whooped me. You know, he acting tough. I heard you say that you whooped me. You did this. Mind you, I only said it to that one girl. But the other girl, I ain't mentioned, was another girl that was with him. She bagged it up and said, yeah, he won that fight. His sister was there, but it was also another girl. I guess he was trying to show out when he hit me. She was like, yeah, he won that fight. So he, out there making a scene, the police officer came by and was like, mind you can't snitch. Just like Timothy, people were saying, why he just didn't go to the guy in his office? Why he didn't do this? When you snitching makes the situation worse. So I didn't tell. So I had to. So everybody ended up dispersing because the police was showing up. So we had a shortcut to the house. Everybody went through. So I'm walking home by myself, walking to the shortcut. I'm met with like again, not only just them, but the kids, the little kids that got out of school, and like a whole bunch of other people. The guy had a broomstick. He had a wrench. He had chains. Meeting me there to beat me with them. He met me there. He had all of that. So I'm standing there just like I'm thinking like they're like he like come up here, yelling like come up here, I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna come down there and I'm gonna beat you with everything. So mind you, I'm in the 8th grade, I'm still little. So he had his other best friend with him, they was gonna jump. And like I said, I was by myself. I ain't had my friends with me. I wasn't by myself. So everybody like, bro, you just might as well come up. So I came up. Every time I try to come up, he trying to act like he coming down. So I'm like backing up. So I end up going up. He like, yeah, yeah. So I went to take my coat off. Yeah, I took my coat off, and I'm getting ready to fight. And once I turned around, he just smacked me, and I fell down the ditch. He jumped down, started stomping me, kicked me in my mouth. I think I still got the pictures. Kicked me in my mouth. My lip was swollen. It started hitting me with the broom. It hit me with everything. Just beating me, cussing me out, and everything. Just beating me. So I wanted to kill him. I wanted to. After that, I wanted to go home. If I was looking for my mama's gun when I went home. I was looking for it. I was looking for it. Luckily, I didn't find it. So would you? I'm in the story to say this. What happened after that? We ended up having to go to the principal office. Some people told he ended up getting 10 days. I ended up getting nothing because I didn't really get in trouble in school like that. But he ended up getting 10 days suspension or whatever, and I got off scot-free. But after that, I'm in this by saying this. If you've never been bullied or been beaten or embarrassed like that, you wouldn't understand the mental of a person in a situation like that. Because I've been there. I've been bullied. And that ain't the first story. I've been bullied by gang members. I've been through all that. Y'all don't understand. And it's nothing you can really do. You can't really tell. You tell or you say, just take them out to school. Boy, I was gonna go homeschool. I couldn't really just go to homeschool then. We didn't have the funds for me to go. I couldn't just trade schools because I couldn't really just get to school like that. Y'all don't understand. And telling, snitching, that's only gonna make it worse. Because now when you labeled as a snitch, now everybody about to bully you. So the people in here judging this man don't understand why he came back. And he came back for that guy. You don't understand. The man, if y'all didn't see, he was beaten in the classroom, and on top of it, he was beaten. Before that, or something, they say he stripped him down, beat him, stole his money every day, just bullying him. And mind you, he wasn't the guy that'll defend himself. At least I would defend myself. Would try to fight back. Would do what I gotta do. But y'all don't understand, man, that being bullied, it does something to you. It'll do something to your mind. It'll drive anybody crazy. It'll drive anybody to the point of a bad decision. Luckily, I didn't do it. Luckily, God found some grace on me that I didn't put myself in, because I wanted to end that boy's life and whoever was around him. Didn't matter if it was a teacher. Didn't matter if it was a bystander. I wanted to end him. So while I'm dragging this boy, saying he need to control his emotions, you don't understand. You don't understand what being bullied is, especially if you've never been bullied. You don't understand how people laughing at you after you get jumped. I remember I got jumped in high school twice. You come to school, people laughing at you. Oh, you got beat. Oh, you got jumped. Y'all wouldn't understand it. You understand how spirits, demons, evil thoughts just in your brain just, you need to do this, you need to respond, you need to react. Y'all, you won't understand that. But anyway, man, I'm going to tell y'all this. I feel sorry for him. Hopefully, they give him some mercy with this, because the boy that actually drove him to do it, he the one that should be in jail, not the other way around. So guys, please tread lightly on how the way you judge situations. don't always be so quick to be like, well, he did this, but you don't know the backstory. Know the backstory, then go forth with your judgment. All right, guys. That's just how I can relate to Timothy Simpkins. I just had to give my thoughts on it and my story on how I was bullied by gang members and how the way that almost driven me to ruining my life. All right, guys. Don't forget to like the video. I love y'all. Shalom.